Why did Obi-Wan lose to Count Dooku in Episode 2, Attack of the Clones? While it's heavily debated that Obi-Wan lost to Dooku twice, however, defeated Anakin in Episode 3, who killed Dooku, circling back to our original question, and not really making much sense. Now, while I don't have to say that Lucas wanted to create more of a character development towards Anakin leading into Episode 3, there is lots of unknown information here, just for the regular Star Wars movie watcher. So let's dive a little deeper, shall we? Dooku was known as one of the most talented lightsaber duelists in the entire galaxy. That's saying something. He trained Qui-Gon Jinn, who, as we know, trained Obi-Wan. So right off the bat, we can attest to the fact that Obi-Wan won't be as skilled as the master of his master, just like a photocopy of a photocopy will never be more clear than the original. We must also look at the fighting styles. Dooku was a Form 2 practitioner, which was a saber style dedicated specifically to saber versus saber combat, something that was far more common in the old days of the Republic and the Sith Empire. This form was somewhat extinct in the Jedi Council, which is one reason it was such a traumatizing realization for them to see Dooku leave and turn to the dark side. I would put good odds against Dooku holding his very own against Mace Windu, especially if he could handle Yoda the way he did before he escaped. By the time of the Clone Wars, Form 2 combat was something so rare and uncommon that devoting substantial time to the study of it was considered unnecessary by the Council. Dooku voiced his opinions on this foolish movement by the Jedi, who stopped teaching it, and he seized every available opportunity to show them why. He studied Form 2 extensively, as well did all the Sith, since they were guaranteed to come into a saber fight at some point with Jedi. Now, while Obi-Wan was a master of Sorsu, the defensive combat fighting style which focused on tiring the opponent out and blocking all of their attacks, he was still no match for Dooku's ability and Form 2 fighting style. Now I'm going to add something here that a lot of people may not know. Qui-Gon's rejection to be on the High Council was partly due to his belief in taking life as what you see, at the very moment, instead of projecting thoughts and scenarios into the future, just like how the Council did when they were first reacting to Anakin being trained as a boy. This style of thought did slightly leak onto Obi-Wan, and you can see it in this fight here. His inexperience at this stage standing up to Tyrannus is what led him to this scene where he was so blindsided by focusing on the events at hand in pushing the lightsaber back to the middle like an arm wrestling match, that he didn't really see how he had completely dropped his guard and left himself open, slicing his arm and left kneecap, leaving him defeated and ready to be killed vertically until Anakin jumped in and saved him. That is, until Yoda's arrival.